She's exchanging pleasantries there. And we actually, in that very same shot, is the JCF tribute bearer. And Mr. is now standing at the monument to the right. Excellent. Nanny of the Maroons.
Yes. And we must remind everyone that her uncompromising stance against the brutal regime of chattel enslavement led her to become a Maroon leader for village Nanny Town in the parish of Portland, Jamaica, during the 18th century.
Absolutely.
And the original Nanny Town was destroyed by the British in 1734, and Maroons resorted to Moortown, or New Nanny Town. And do you know, she got a land grant of 500 acres, and people can go to the Jamaica archives to see the land grant. And we thank our Professor Mavis Campbell and, of course, other historians, Bev Carey and others, who are bringing all of this to our attention and unearthing new data about Queen Anna.
Absolutely. And His Worship, the Mayor Councillor Andrew Swaby, JP, Mayor of Kingston, will now arrival in the range, and he has arrived, and we are seeing the door opener, and His Worship, the Mayor, is greeted by the Minister, and of course exchanging pleasantries there, and they will make their way over to the designated monument to the right. Excellent, Nanny of the Maroons, for the floral tribute to be laid. They are led by the protocol officer, and immediately behind Minister Grange and His Worship, the Mayor Councillor Andrew Swaby, is the JCF tribute bearer. And they're now exiting the monument. And there's an aerial shot, though, Professor Shepherd, of the Abeng, the famous Abeng.
Absolutely. Before cell phone.
Yes.
It was the way of communicating, and the Maroons used it very well. And let me remind, especially our children, that Maroons were Africans who escaped the oppressive plantations and the brutal enslavers and formed independent communities, mostly in the mountainous areas. So we have quite a few, Accompong, the New Nanny Town or Moortown, and of course Charlestown and others. And I want our children not to read the books that tell them that, you know, Maroons mean wild and untamed people running about in the bush without aim. Actually, the word came from the Taino word meaning like an arrow, you know, like a flying arrow. So that's new information for them.
Right. And of course, His Worship, the Mayor Councillor Andrew Swaby, will now depart the National Heroes Park and make his way to King's House. Minister Grange, the next time you see her, will be welcoming the Honorable Mr. Justice Brian Sykes, OJ, CD, Chief Justice. And the Chief Justice, the Honorable Mr. Justice Brian Sykes, will be joining the minister or arriving at the designated monument to the Right Excellent Samuel Sharp. And of course, he was regarded as a martyr's defiant stand, a martyr who had a defiant stand, and has been described as many as an emblematic figure in Jamaica's struggle for freedom, and once proclaimed, "I would rather die upon yonder gallows than live in slavery." Very powerful words, though.
Very powerful words.
Professor.
Yes, and we call him Right Excellent Samuel Sharp today, and of course, some people call him Sam Sharp or Daddy Sharp. He was born in 1801 to an enslaved mother, Mimba. He was enslaved on about 3 properties in Jamaica: Croydon near Catadupa, owned by T.G. Gray, a guest house called Stag on Strand Street, and Cooper's Hill in Mobay. So he became a deacon in the Birchell Baptist Church, and he had a daughter, Ruba, with Nyambi from Content Estate. And his interpretation of Christianity embraced the ideology of freedom, not chattel enslavement, and the brutality he saw all around him. In fact, from his jail cell, he wrote to the British Parliament, setting out the conditions of enslavement, and I guess justifying why he had to fight for freedom, or to lead an army to fight for freedom. It wasn't a buck-up, unplanned. This is what some people are told. It was planned. He had an army, he had lieutenants, and they had numbered plantations in the order in which they should be burnt. Kensington at high elevation, Leogan, and all of those. So it was planned. It was not a buck-up, as we say in Jamaica.
And what is interesting, Professor Shepherd, is that Sharp's bravery has become the guiding light for this and future generations, and a call for generations to fight against injustice with unwavering courage.
His philosophy was that there was an incompatibility between chattel enslavement and freedom, and this is what caused him to lead the war.
Right.
And he was the last to be hanged, of course.
And so we're witnessing now the arrival of the Honorable Mr. Justice Brian Sykes, OJ, CD, Chief Justice, as he enters the National Heroes Park, as all officials will be doing through the Southern Gate. And he will now, he has taken the left turn at the cenotaph, and we'll talk a little bit more about the cenotaph and its importance. Well, we did that at the opening, but no problem in a reminder for those who are tuning in to our broadcast this morning and at this time. And the minister is having conversation there with the executive director of the JCDC, Mr. Lenford Salmon, and we are going to be seeing the minister welcoming the Honorable Mr. Justice Brian Sykes, OJCD Chief Justice. And until he's greeted by the minister at this point, and they will now make their way to the designated monument to the Right Excellent Samuel Sharp. And as they make their way, we are
Good morning,
witnessing the
ladies and
dialogue
gentlemen.
between
It is with distinct
the
pleasure
Honorable
that I
Mr. Justice
welcome
Brian
you,
Sykes,
distinguished guests,
JCD
all,
Chief
to the
Justice,
ceremony.
and the JCF tribute bearer.
And he's honoring Sharp in his African garb.
Absolutely. Indeed. And Samuel Sharp,
Yes.
as they exit that monument, and the Chief Justice will depart the environs of National Heroes Park.
Can I just say quickly,
to
Adrian,
King's House, yes.
that this was not a passive resistance, and it was, as people keep writing about, and it wasn't unplanned. You know, he carried a gun, by the way, Sam Sharp. We have evidence, we have documents of this war. And, you know, he had an inner core of men around him, and they helped to launch that war. And in fact, Linton, one of his lieutenants, testified from his jail cell that they had been planning that war since the Argyle War of 1824. Our ancestors, it was one protracted war for freedom.
And of course, Samuel Sharp was hanged on May 23, 1832.
Yes, the last to be hanged.
Yes.
And, you know, but of course, we have to honor Sharp and the revolutionaries, because a year later, the Emancipation Act was passed. This is important.
And in 1834, the Abolition Bill was passed by the British Parliament. And in 1838, slavery was abolished.
End of apprenticeship,
Yes.
the scam called apprenticeship.
Absolutely.
Which
And
gave them £47 million as compensation, you know?
Indeed.
So we have to remember that he didn't die alone, eh? In Jamaica, we say one hand alone can't clap. So we have to remember those hanged with him: Eliza Whittingham, Jane Whittingham, Robert James, James Ennis, David Bernard, and so many more.
It's interesting that you said that in Jamaica we say one hand can't clap. I heard something the other day, and I think I was in the same space as Minister Grange was when somebody said one finger can't kill lice.
Never heard that one, I have to admit. But I want us to remember
Yes.
that there were heroes and heroines with him. You know, look how many people, and we have the list, you know, of the numbers of men and women
Right.
punished, the majority executed, some deported, you know,
Absolutely.
and others flogged and imprisoned.
Yes.
We honor Sharp today. Right, Excellent Samuel Sharp.
And of course, we're witnessing the arrival of Senator Charles Sinclair, CD, Deputy President of the Senate, representing Senator the Honorable Thomas Tavares Finson, OJ, CDKC, JP, President of the Senate, and the floral tribute being led by Senator Charles Sinclair, CD, Deputy President of the Senate, will be done at the designated monument to the Right Excellent Paul Bogle, a very interesting national hero.
Absolutely. And I'm hoping that Bert Samuels will remount his play on the Morant Day War. It was not a rebellion, it was a war. Paul Bogle was born free, by the way, to Cecilia Bogle,
Yes.
a free woman, about 1822. But
Senator Charles Sinclair, CD, Deputy President of the Senate, representing the Honorable Thomas Tavares Finson, OJCD KCJP, President of the Senate, being greeted by Minister Grange. And exchanging pleasantries, the protocol officer leads the way, and the JCF tribute bearer is in full view to hand that floral tribute to that beautiful floral arrangement to Senator Charles Sinclair. And I believe that Senator Charles Sinclair is also being accompanied by Mrs. Sinclair.
Yes. And as they move away, we have to just quickly say that Paul Bogle was a deacon of the Native Baptist Church in Stony Gut. And remember that while chattel enslavement had ended officially in 1838, the formerly enslaved were subjected to a judicial system controlled by the colonial government primarily for the benefit of the former enslavers. So they had to endure atrocities that they thought would have ended with emancipation.
Yes.
So Paul Bogle and others had to come to fight for true freedom.
Defender of the oppressed. He also had a fearless, he was a fearless advocate for justice, as you have
Yes.
rightfully said,
Yes.
and raised his voice against atrocities committed by
And
authorities.
He even marched, he even went to Spanish Town to talk with the governor to discuss grievances.
Right? An outrageous assault was committed upon us. We
Yes.
can no longer endure the same.
Exactly. So-
Those words of Paul Bogle are full of
That's right.
symbolism.
And as I did with Sharp, I'm reminding the nation
Yes.
that one hand alone can't clap, right?
Yes.
And so even as we laud right excellent Paul Bogle, we think of Rosa McBean, Mary Ward, Amelia Stewart, Letitia Gohagan, Mary Ann Francis, Ellen Dawkins, Judy Edwards, and Justina Taylor, all women who were hanged along with Sharp. Not on the same day, perhaps, but the hangings went on and on and on.
Very interesting bit of information there. We have seen the aerial shot of a section of the National Heroes Park, and our officials are just awaiting to enter the shrine to lay their floral tribute at the designated monuments, and they all will be greeted this morning by host minister, the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Grange, OJCD MP. And in a short while we will be witnessing the arrival of the Most Honorable Juliet Holness, MP, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and of course the Most Honorable Juliet Holness will be laying her floral tribute at the designated monument to the Right Excellent George William Gordon.
Before we leave Sharp, just to say, when October 24 comes, but he was hanged on October 24, 1865, a day after George William Gordon, along with his brother Moses Bogle.
All right, and so we're going to be welcoming at this time and soon the leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Golding, and of course he will be extended a warm welcome by the minister herself. And Mr. Mark Golding, MP, leader of the opposition, will lay his floral tribute at the shrine of the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley. And perhaps this is a conversation that we need to have this morning, Professor Shepherd, about a shrine versus a monument.
Yes, because I think the monument, these are erected
In honor. Right.
of national heroes. But I think this shrine has bodies, right?
Yes, where
Yes.
the body has been enshrined.
Enshrined.
Yes.
Yes,
The
yes.
body has been
But
enshrined.
the monuments are in honor of.
Yes.
But they don't have
Absolutely.
bodies there.
Right.
Yes. So we're talking about monuments and shrines.
We're absolutely talking about
Yes,
that. Indeed.
yes.
And of course, so there's the aerial shot of the entrance of the arrival of the leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Golding, MP. Floral tribute will be laid at the shrine of the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley. And of course, the leader of the opposition will also be greeted by the host minister, Minister Grange, this morning. Door opener will do the honors as he exits the vehicle. He's greeted by the protocol officer, who will now escort the leader of the opposition over to greet the minister. And of course, they exchange words of goodness, of kindness, and respect. And they now make their way to the shrine of the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley.
The 2025 ceremony of investiture.
Advance! Right! Turn! Order! Up!
Good morning and welcome to the 2025 ceremony of investiture and presentation of national honors and awards. My name is Stacey Ann Smith and it is my absolute pleasure to be with you once again for this live broadcast brought to you by the Jamaica Information Service from King's House, where hundreds of Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica have gathered to celebrate excellence, service, and patriotism. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you have tuned in via local TV or you're joining us on any number of platforms where we are live this morning. But special call out to those joining on the JIS website, jis.gov.jm, or those on pbcjamaica.org. The 2025 ceremony of investiture and presentation of national honors and awards gets underway in a few minutes. We are getting ready to start, and for the next few hours, we will bring you all the sights and sounds of this very important institution. And I said institution because that's exactly what it is. This is not just a national event. This is how we recognize those Jamaicans who continue to give selfless service to our nation in a range of areas. As you can see behind me, the Guard of Honor furnished by the 1st Battalion, the Jamaica Regiment, is on brilliant display. The JDF plays a key ceremonial role in all state and national events, and we'll see them executing those functions with precision today. As you may know, it's National Heroes Day in Jamaica. Happy National Heroes Day to you all. It's a day when the nation stops to reflect on those sacrifices made for our freedom and to recognize the national contributions of everyday heroes. Today we honor 228 Jamaicans whose contributions have shaped our society, uplifted communities, and inspired generations, from public service and business to the arts, education, the sciences, and of course sport. These honorees represent the best of our island nation. The highest honor being awarded this year is the Order of Jamaica, and that's the nation's 5th highest honor. This year we have 3 recipients of the Order of Jamaica. Keith Duncan, Chief Executive Officer of the JMMB Group; Desmond Mackenzie, the Minister of Local Government and Community Development; and Marlene Street Forest, the Managing Director of the Jamaica Stock Exchange. There are 36 recipients of the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander. We have 44 recipients in the rank of Officer, and that's for Order of Distinction. We have 1 civilian recipient for the Badge of Honor for Gallantry, a young man that is just so inspirational, and you'll hear more about his story as the event unfolds. We also have a number of members of the uniformed groups who will receive the Medal of Honor for meritorious service, and we also have a couple of posthumous awards that will be awarded for members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. As we do every year, the production team of the Jamaica Information Service will ensure that you have a front row seat to this very important ceremony. Many of our nation's leaders are already here, having made their way up from National Heroes Circle for the annual wreath laying ceremony, saluting our heroes. And we're anticipating the arrival of the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness and the Most Honourable Juliet Holness, and of course the Governor General, His Excellency, the Most Honourable Sir Patrick Allen and Lady Allen. While we await their arrival and the official start of these proceedings, let's take a look at what this system of national honours and awards is all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I ask you to take your seats at this time, please? Everyone who's been escorted to a seat, take your seats and remain in those seats at this time. Thank you.
It's the 2025 ceremony of investiture and presentation of national honours and awards, coming to you live from the lawns of King's House in St. Andrew, Jamaica. Good morning once again if you are just joining our broadcast. My name is Stacey Ann Smith, and I'll be taking you through this very important ceremony, which will honour 228 persons who have served this country well. You will hear the voice of accomplished broadcaster and communications practitioner Faye Ellington, who is today's orator. And on your screen, you will see sign language interpreter Antoinette Aiken. At this time,
Vice Admiral distinction, the calm and justice of the peace has arrived. The Guard of Honor will be brought to attention by Vice Admiral Antoinette Weems Gorman, and she will receive a sword salute from the Guard Commander.
We just saw there the arrival of the Chief of Defense Staff, Vice Admiral Antoinette Weems Gorman. And she has received a sword salute. We're now anticipating the arrival of the Prime Minister and Mrs. Holness. You're looking at some really beautiful shots from above, from our drone, showing you the immaculately kept lawns of King's House. There is tremendous historical value and tradition to this location. We are in the ceremonial lawn. We see there the Chief Justice Brian Sykes. Making his way to his seat. We are anticipating the arrival of the Prime Minister and the Governor General for this morning's proceedings. We see there the Minister of Education, Senator Dana Morris Dixon, being escorted to her seat by a member of the protocol team. These national honors and awards this year will recognize, through the presentation of awards, to 143 civilians and 85 members of the uniformed groups. We have 3 recipients of the Order of Jamaica, 36 recipients of the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander, 44 recipients of the Order of Distinction in the rank of Officer. We have 1 Badge of Honor for Gallantry. 29 persons will receive the Badge of Honor for Meritorious Service, and we have 30 recipients for the Badge of Honor for Long Service. Our uniformed groups are out in their ceremonial attire today, playing a critical role in ensuring that the ceremony moves seamlessly. You're looking at the top of your screen there at the Guard of Honor, which is furnished by the 1st Battalion, the Jamaica Regiment, under the command of Acting Commanding Officer Major Andres Pierce. Today, the Guard of Honor is accompanied by the Jamaica Defence Force massed bands and the Jamaica Regiment Corps of Drums. The Jamaica Defence Force mass bands is under the baton of Captain Rafael Salazar. And we're seeing the Minister of Local Government and Community Development, the Honourable Desmond Mackenzie, arriving at the head of that party just now. And he is one of 3 recipients this year of the Order of Jamaica. Many of our nation's leaders are here, as well as members of the diplomatic corps. I believe earlier on screen we saw Dr. Denise Eldemaya Shearer on screen. Members of Parliament are here. Robert Morgan greeting the Honorable Desmond McKenzie. Beautiful shots there from the team. At the bottom of your screen there, just coming out of shot, is the Jamaica Defence Force massed bands.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just reminding you, please take your seats. We are preparing for the arrival of the Prime Minister, and after that, the arrival of their excellencies. We are asking you to take your seats at this time. Moving around is going to be problematic if you are doing so now. And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing the Leader of the Opposition, Ms. Nikisha Burchell, Member of Parliament.
The beauty of today's ceremony is undeniable, not just because of how picturesque the location is, this property is, but also because of what it represents for us as a nation. To be able to recognize men and women, some of whom have given the ultimate sacrifice to save others, to support their communities, to advance medicine, science, sport. We're seeing Member of Parliament Nikisha Burchell representing the Leader of the Opposition, Mark Golding, arriving here and being greeted by other members of Parliament and cabinet members. The protocol teams of the Office of the Prime Minister, supported by members of the Jamaica Information Service, are very busy today, ensuring that guests are seated properly and that the event conforms to appropriate protocol. On the left of your screen, just out of shot, we saw Ambassador Sandra Grant Griffiths, who is head of state protocol. Here she is back in frame. No doubt trying to ensure that our esteemed guests are seated properly ahead of the arrival of the Prime Minister and the Governor General. And here we see the arrival of the Speaker of the House and Member of Parliament, the Most Honourable Juliet Holness arriving. And being greeted by other key leaders.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mrs. Juliet Holness, the Most Honourable Mrs. Juliet Holness has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a final announcement to have you take your seats and remain there as we prepare for the arrival of the Prime Minister and then their Excellencies.
In terms of the order of this morning's ceremony, once the Prime Minister arrives, shortly thereafter, the Governor General and Lady Allen arrive. And once they do, the ceremony officially begins. The Governor General will receive a royal salute. He will be invited to inspect the Guard of Honor, followed by another royal salute, during which you will hear the playing of the national anthem of Jamaica. And immediately after, the ceremony will begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honourable Andrew Holness, arrives on the ceremonial grounds.
The Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister is escorted by Vice Admiral Antoinette Weems Gorman to the saluting dais, where he'll be accorded a general salute. The Prime Minister is now being escorted to his seat.
The Chief of Defence Staff escorts the Prime Minister to his seat, along with the Chief of State Protocol, Ambassador Sandra Grant Griffiths.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Their Excellencies will arrive shortly.
Our ceremony is scheduled to begin in just a few moments. In case you are just joining us, this is the 2025 ceremony of investiture and presentation of national honors and awards, coming to you live from King's House in the capital of Jamaica. It is a brilliant and beautiful Monday morning, Heroes Day here in Jamaica, where we gather every year to recognize, to celebrate, to salute Jamaicans who have given great service to this nation in a range of disciplines. Those in the public sector, private sector, business, the arts, sport, medicine. This year we recognize the service of 228 individuals. 143 of those are civilians and 85 members of the uniformed groups. The Jamaica Defense Force, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Department of Correctional Services, and the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Among them, we will have awards for gallantry. There is one particular young man who I know will inspire many others. You'll hear more about that later on. You're looking at the Guard of Honor furnished by the 1st Battalion, the Jamaica Regiment, under the command of Acting Commanding Officer Major Andres Pierce. The commander this morning, the Guard Commander, is Major Daniel Khan. And he will have a key role to play as soon as the Governor General arrives. And here we have him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of His Excellency the Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, Member of the Order of the Nation, Knight Grand Cross of the Most Distinguished Order of St. Michael and St. George, Commander of the Order of Distinction, Knight of Grace of the Most Venerable Order of the Hospital of St. John of Jerusalem, and the Most Honorable Lady Allen. Lady Allen is being formally accompanied by the Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake, and is escorted to her seat by the Chief of State Protocol. The Governor General is escorted to the saluting dais by the Chief of Defense Staff.
They are attended by Major Andres O. Pierce, Acting Commanding Officer 1st Battalion, the Jamaica Regiment, and Lieutenant Commander M.D. Grant, aide-de-camp to the Governor General. And during that royal salute, you saw the color ensigns, those two officers out front, performing an activity referenced as the sweeping of the King's colors. And here, Guard Commander Major Daniel Khan invites the Governor General to inspect the Guard of Honor with this invitation. Your Excellency, the Guard of Honor furnished by the Jamaica Regiment in open order with bayonets fixed, awaiting your inspection, sir.
Please be seated. The military band's musical rendition for the inspection of the Guard of Honor is Lignum Vitae, arranged by the late Major retired Joseph Williams.
Listening there to Lignum Vitae, played by the Jamaica Defense Force massed bands under the baton of Captain Rafael Salazar, along with the Regiment Corps of Drums, led by Warrant Officer Class 2 Ramoy Dawkins. Bandmaster this morning is Warrant Officer Class 1, Gregory Nicholson. Inspection completed. Governor General returns to the saluting dais, where he will receive.
Ladies and gentlemen,
salute.
please stand for the royal salute.
The Guard of Honor will now leave the ceremonial
Please be
area.
seated.
Guard of honor will form 3 reps from 2 reps. 4, 3 reps. Inward, dust.
It's always fascinating to see the JDF in all their glory. They practice these exercises over and over again. We saw them at rehearsals, making sure that every movement is done with precision, precisely timed movements. Just a wonderful demonstration of excellence and dedication.
Guard of honor. Shoulder up. Move to the right. Yes, sir. Right. Punch.
The guard commander will now lead as the guard of honor
Point. Point.
leaves the ceremonial area. And as they march off, we have the team marching on with the awards that will be presented this morning. Every detail is planned and will be executed accordingly. Once the Guard of Honor leaves the ceremonial area, you will see markers taking their place. And these are members of the JDF who will be in place to help the recipients to maintain a particular rhythm as they move towards the presentation area. Look at that precision. And now we see the markers moving in place. The highest honor that will be presented this morning is the Order of Jamaica. 3 Jamaicans will receive that honor. The insignia of the Order of Jamaica is made of solid gold and consists of a white enamel color badge, the ends of which represent the ackee fruit and leaves suspended from a deep green silk ribbon. The center shows the state arms of Jamaica against a gold background, and this is surrounded by the gold lettered motto of the order on green enamel.
His Excellency, the Governor General, acting in accordance with the provisions of the National Heroes and Awards Act, has been pleased on the advice of the Prime Minister to give orders for the conferment of the Order of Jamaica upon the following persons with effect from the 6th day of August, 2025. Mr. Keith Patrice Duncan, Commander of the Order of Distinction for exceptional service in the field of finance, business, and social development.
Keith Duncan is the Chief Executive Officer of the JMMB Group, one of the Caribbean's largest financial groups. Over the years, he has shown unwavering commitment to Jamaica's overall development. Mr. Duncan served as chairman of the Economic Program Oversight Committee, EPOC, which monitored the implementation of Jamaica's economic reform measures, and now chairs its successor, the Fiscal Commission Advisory Committee. Mr. Duncan recently was appointed a government senator.
The Honorable Desmond Anthony Augustus Mackenzie, Commander of the Order of Distinction, Member of Parliament and Justice of the Peace, for exceptional contribution to the public service in the areas of local government and community development and representational politics.
The Honourable Desmond Mackenzie is the Minister of Local Government and Community Development and one of Jamaica's longest-serving career politicians. He has the distinction of being one of the few politicians to serve in both the upper and lower houses of Parliament. Mr. Mackenzie's political career began as a councillor for the Denham Town Division in 1977. He became mayor of the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation in 2003 and served until 2011 when he was elected Member of Parliament for the constituency of Kingston Western. Outside of politics, he has a deep love for music and moonlights as a disc jockey in his spare time.
Mrs. Marlene Jennifer Street Forrest, Commander of the Order of Distinction and Justice of the Peace, for exceptional service in the field of capital market development.
Mrs. Marlene Street Forrest is Managing Director of the Jamaica Stock Exchange and Director of both its subsidiaries. During her tenure, she's steered the institutions through transformative growth and redefined how Jamaicans perceive wealth creation and investment. Mrs. Street Forrest has guided the JSE to its current heights of success and international acclaim. Under her stewardship, the US-denominated market and the junior market of the JSE were launched. In 2016, Dr. Street Forrest was conferred with the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander.
And now, the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander. His Excellency the Governor General, acting in accordance with the provisions of the National Honours and Awards Act, has been pleased, on the advice of the Prime Minister, to give orders for the conferment of the Order of Distinction upon the following persons with effect from the 6th day of August, 2025. For appointment as members of the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander, Mrs. Marlene Althea Elizabeth Aldred, King's Counsel, for contribution to the public service, in particular, constitutional and legislative affairs.
Mrs. Aldred is the Solicitor General of Jamaica and has oversight of the Constitutional and Legislative Affairs Division. She has been employed to the Chambers since graduating from the Norman Manley Law School in 1995. Mrs. Aldred has distinguished herself in constitutional and legislative affairs, acting as instructing attorney at law in several constitutional claims.
Dr. Alverston Bailey for contribution to public health, medical education, and community advancement.
Dr. Bailey is a family physician whose 45-year medical career embodies principles of distinguished service, transformative leadership, compassion, and continuous learning. He is recognized as a pioneer in the field of occupational health, As president of the Caribbean College of Family Physicians, he champions regional collaboration and integration into the World Organization of Family Doctors.
Dr. Trisha Marie Bailey for contribution in entrepreneurship, philanthropy, and community service.
Dr. Bailey is a visionary entrepreneur, corporate leader, philanthropist, and speaker who has built an empire spanning healthcare, real estate, and business consultancy. As the wealthiest Jamaican-born woman, she shattered barriers and has dedicated her life to uplifting others. She is the founder and CEO of Bailey's Medical Equipment and Supplies and oversees 16 successful companies with a workforce of over 500 employees.
Dr. Sansia Marie Bennett Templer for contribution to the public service.
Mrs. Bennett Templer is the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce. She has over 35 years of executive management service in the public and private sectors in Jamaica and has been a driving force behind many national developments. She served as Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, the Office of the Prime Minister, and the Ministry of Justice.
Mr. Ewan Andre Blake for contribution to athletics in the area of track and field and for philanthropy.
Johan Blake. I am a dreamer. That is why I dream big. This is the mantra of superstar athlete and the second fastest man in history over the 100 and 200 meters.
Mr. Glasspool Brown for service in the field of electoral management and democracy.
Mr. Brown has spent close to 29 years working in administration within the public sector. He has been Director of Elections since 2018, successfully executing and delivering the September 2020 general election in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Mr. Lloyd Andres Carney for contribution to academia and philanthropy.
Mr. Carney has been Ambassador Special Investment Envoy for Technology in Jamaica since May 2023 and is also Chancellor of the University of Technology, Jamaica. He is the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Carney Global Ventures, LLC, a global investment company since March 2007.
Dr. Vernon Eric Da Costa for contribution to medical development through expertise in fertility research and gynecological surgery, specializing in the treatment of endometriosis through minimal surgery.
Dr. Da Costa is an obstetrics and gynecology specialist with over 32 years of experience in both clinical practice and academia. He has published 34 research papers and contributed to 2 book chapters, significantly advancing knowledge in fertility and gynecological issues. He's a founding member and president of the Caribbean Association of Gynecologic Endoscopic Surgeons, CAGES, and plays a pivotal role in establishing the in vitro fertilization unit at UWI-Mona.
Ms. Merle Audrey Elizabeth Donaldson, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to public service.
Ms. Donaldson is the Chief of Staff in the Office of the Prime Minister. She has over 30 years of experience in the public and private sectors. Ms. Donaldson has served in various capacities at the Sugar Industry Research Institute, the Ministry of Education, Bureau of Standards Jamaica, and Ernst & Young Caribbean in areas of inspection, research, and business development, among others.
Professor Lincoln Paul Edwards for service in the field of academia.
Professor Edwards is a distinguished scholar, researcher, academic leader, and healthcare professional whose contributions to education, science, and national development have significantly impacted Jamaica and the global community. As the 24th president of the Northern Caribbean University, Professor Edwards has spearheaded transformative initiatives that have strengthened higher education and research excellence in Jamaica.
Mrs. Camille Marie Ann Facey for contribution to law and corporate governance.
Mrs. Spacey is a distinguished attorney at law whose career spans more than 4 decades of exceptional service to Jamaica in the fields of law, corporate governance, public policy, and business leadership. She has held senior management positions such as Regional Vice President, Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary in various publicly traded companies in the financial and telecoms sectors.
Mr. Peter Anthony Fraser for contribution to the tourism sector.
After completing his secondary schooling at the age of 17, Peter Fraser decided that he wanted to become a chef. He started as a busboy but soon earned a scholarship to study tourism in Germany. His subsequent success and more than 50 years of service in the tourism industry is a testament to perseverance, ambition, and excellence.
Mr. Linval McDougall Freeman, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to the accounting profession and for public service.
Mr. Freeman is board chairman of the National Housing Trust. A chartered accountant by profession, he began his accounting career in 1978 at PricewaterhouseCoopers. Mr. Freeman currently serves on several boards across the public and private sectors. He is head of the enterprise team of the Greater Bernard Lodge Development and Harmony Cove Hotel Project, flagship projects of the government.
And now, a posthumous award for Miss Barbara Jennifer Gale for service to the field of journalism. The insignia will be collected by her son, Mr. Neil Josephs.
Barbara Gale was a widely acknowledged trailblazer in Jamaican journalism whose career spanned close to 50 years. She established herself as the country's foremost court reporter, earning widespread respect for her integrity, professionalism, and unwavering dedication to her work. She played a vital role in helping Jamaicans better understand the workings of the legal system through her published case reports and her long-running column, Legal Wranglings.
Miss Judith Anne-Marie Grant for contribution to the legal profession and the public service.
Judith Grant is an accomplished attorney at law with over 25 years of experience in the legal field. Her career began in 1997 as a judicial clerk at the Court of Appeal, and a year later she transitioned to the Office of the Parliamentary Counsel, where she embarked on her specialization in legislative drafting. She was appointed Chief Parliamentary Counsel in March 2019.
Mr. Elias Abraham Issa for service in the field of tourism.
Elias Lee Issa is chairman of Issa Hotels and Resorts. However, he's best known to many Jamaicans as the founder of the iconic Lee's Fifth Avenue department store on Compton Spring Road. Mr. Issa expanded into tourism in 1990 with the opening of Swept Away Resorts in Negril. He later acquired majority ownership of House of Issa Limited, owners of Couples Ochereos.
Mr. Lloyd Woodrow King James James, Officer of the Order of Distinction for sterling contribution to Jamaica's music industry and innovation in reggae dancehall.
King Jammy is indeed a legendary figure in Jamaican music. Pioneering producer, engineer, and sound system operator whose work helped to shape the sound of reggae and dancehall music globally.
The Honourable Mr. Justice Kissa Christopher St. Elmo Leng for outstanding service to the judiciary of Jamaica.
The Honourable Mr. Justice Leng has served with distinction for over 3 decades. Beginning as a clerk of the court in 1991, he went on to hold key legal positions in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Attorney General's Chambers, and Financial Sector Adjustment Company FinSAC. He was appointed resident magistrate in the year 2000.
The Honourable Mrs. Justice Audrey Wilma Veronica Lindo for contribution to the development of the judiciary.
The Honorable Mrs. Justice Lindo has dedicated over 51 years of distinguished service to the justice system. Her career began as a temporary assistant clerk and progressed steadily through the roles of deputy clerk of courts and clerk of court, culminating in her current position as puisne judge.
Mr. William Joseph Mafood for contribution to business development in the manufacturing and distribution sectors in Jamaica.
William Mafood is a distinguished Jamaican businessman and philanthropist, best known for his leadership as chairman of the Wisinco Group, one of the country's leading manufacturers and distributors. A visionary in the private sector, Mr. Mafood has played a key role in driving innovation, local investment, and sustainable growth in Jamaica's
Posthumous
economy.
Award for Dr. Harriet Pershad Mirage for contribution to the tourism industry, human development, and commerce. The insignia will be collected by his widow, Mrs. Charmaine Mirage.
Dr. Harriet Mirage is known as a visionary leader, transformed Lannaman and Morris into the Caribbean's most diversified shipping company. He forged strategic international partnerships and played a pivotal role in the revitalization of Kingston Wharves and the growth of sea freight shipping.
Mr. Peter Charles McConnell, Justice of the Peace, for service in the field of entrepreneurship and for philanthropy and community service.
Peter McConnell is the Managing Director of Tradewind Citrus Limited and Chairman of Worthy Park Estates Limited. He has strategically led Tradewind Citrus towards expansion and household prominence for the past 24 years, anchoring his decisions in safeguarding the nation's food security by offering Jamaican options to reduce imports.
Mr. Jag Mehta, for service in the field of tourism.
Mr. Mehta, originally from Lahore, India, made Jamaica his home in 1972 when he was appointed General Manager of the Jamaica Hilton. He later served as Managing Director of National Hotels and Properties, a subsidiary of the Urban Development Corporation, where he managed 14 government-owned hotels from 1977 to 1980.
Mr. Dennis Owen Morgan, Officer of the Order of Distinction, for contribution to the tourism industry, human development, and commerce.
Dennis Morgan is a hotelier, businessman, developer, and philanthropist. He's owner of the all-inclusive Sea Garden Beach Resorts in Montego Bay, St. James, and founder and president of Sun Holiday Travel and Tours Limited, one of the oldest ground transportation companies in the tourism industry.
His Honor, Mr. Owen Lloyd Parkin, for contribution to the development of the judiciary. The insignia will be collected by his son, Mr. Dwayne Parkin.
With a remarkable career spanning 6 decades, His Honor Mr. Owen Parkin has served the people of Jamaica with unwavering dedication, distinction, and grace. His journey in the justice system began humbly in 1952.
Mrs. Pauline Pamela Reed, for service in the field of education and community development.
Mrs. Pauline Reed was the pioneering principal of Holland High School in Trelawney, where she laid the groundwork for lasting transformation. She later led the Ministry of Education's successful transition of Nakalva Agricultural School into the now Nakalva Polytechnic College. She continues to provide visionary leadership in the sector as she continues to serve as a Quality Assurance Officer at the Hart NSTA Trust and a lecturer in the LIFT program.
Mrs. Alcyon Marie Roach Wilson, Officer of the Order of Distinction, for contribution to national development in the social and economic sectors, particularly in the areas of education, technology, and healthcare capacity building. Mrs. Roach Wilson was unable to attend this morning. Mr. Al Jesse Robinson, for outstanding contribution to business, broadcasting, and philanthropy.
Al Robinson is one of Jamaica's youngest media moguls. As Chief Executive Officer of Cornwall Broadcasting Company, he leads one of the island's largest and most innovative media entities, home to Mellow TV, Mellow FM, Energy FM, and Rhythm FM. Under his visionary leadership, the company has become a vital platform for cultural expression, reaching audiences across Jamaica and the diaspora.
Miss Olive Senior, for outstanding service and contribution to the field of literary arts, unable to attend today. Mrs. Emily Melanie Shields, née Crooks, for contribution to journalism and legal advocacy.
Attorney at law, broadcaster, and academic, Emily Shields has distinguished herself as a fearless advocate, incisive communicator, and nation builder. With over 2 decades of service in media, she has informed and empowered Jamaicans through programs such as Hotline on RJR 94 FM and Nationwide This Morning on Nationwide 90 FM. She is a proud Westmoreland native and former head girl at Manning's High School.
Mr. Dermon Luke Spence, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to the development of the agriculture sector and agricultural education.
Dermon Spence currently serves as Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. He was previously the Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries in 2019. Over the years, he has provided strategic direction and led key reform initiatives in the agriculture sector.
Dr. Orville Winthorpe Taylor, for contribution to public service, advocacy in education, and in labor relations specialization.
Dr. Orville Taylor is an educator, award-winning columnist, author, and radio talk show host. He is a senior lecturer in sociology and head of the Department of Sociology, Psychology, and Social Work at the University of the West Indies, Mona. Dr. Taylor is also a former senior industrial relations director in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security and worked for more than 18 years in the government service. Always a character.
Her Excellency, Mrs. Joan Elaine Thomas Edwards, for contribution to the Jamaican Foreign Service and Diplomacy.
Mrs. Thomas Edwards is Jamaica's High Commissioner to the Republic of South Africa. She is a career diplomat who has been providing sterling service to her country for more than 33 years. A consummate professional, Mrs. Thomas Edwards has also served as the Deputy High Commissioner at the Jamaican High Commission in London and Acting High Commissioner at the Jamaican High Commission in Pretoria, among others.
Dr. the Honorable Christopher Charles Tufton, Member of Parliament for Public Service, in particular the health and wellness sector.
Dr. Tufton is Jamaica's Minister of Health and Wellness and Member of Parliament for West Central St. Catherine. He previously served as Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries between 2008 and 2011 and Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce in 2011.
Dr. Karen Ruth Webster Carr, for service in the field of public health and epidemiology.
Dr. Webster Carr is Principal Medical Officer and National Epidemiologist in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. She has more than 20 years of experience in public health and has played a critical role in Jamaica's COVID-19 response, providing data-driven insights to guide national action and response. She currently chairs the Essential National Health Research Committee to advance the national COVID-19 research agenda.
And now an honorary award. Mr. Glenn Michael Kramer, for service in the field of tourism and hospitality development and philanthropy.
A long-standing investor in Jamaica, Mr. Kramer is currently chairman of Roundhill Resorts in Negril. He has been involved in tourism and hospitality development in Jamaica, employing scores of people, thus contributing to economic growth and development.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Lehana Satchel, 22, is an accomplished vocalist whose passion for music was nurtured in church ministry from an early age. She has shared her musical talent at numerous events, including church services, significant social events, and national awards ceremonies. A multi-award-winning finalist in the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, JCDC, music competition, Ms. Satchel is currently a second-year law student at the Norman Manley Law School. In her leisure time, she enjoys painting, concerts, and documentary explorations of natural history. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lehana Satchel with Never Give Up. We move now to the Order of Distinction in the rank of Officer. His Excellency, the Governor General, acting in accordance with the provisions of the National Honors and Awards Act, has been pleased, on the advice of the Prime Minister, to give orders for the conferment of the Order of Distinction upon the following persons with effect from the 6th day of August, 2025. For appointment as members of the Order of Distinction in the rank of Officer, Mrs. Charmaine Angela Creary Beckford for contribution to public service.
Mrs. Creary Beckford is a career public servant who has dedicated more than 40 years of distinguished service to the government and to the people of Jamaica. She began her career in 1983 at the Registrar General's Department and went on to serve in several ministries, departments, and agencies. Most recently, the
Mr.
Ministry
Cleveland
of Justice.
Constantine Clevey Brownie for contribution to Jamaican music industry, particularly in the area of record production.
Clevey Brown is a musician, record producer, audio engineer, label owner, author, and composer. He is one half of the iconic duo Steely and Clevey, whose productions dominated the Jamaican charts from the 1980s into the 2000s, working with artists like Dawn Penn, Gregory Isaacs, Garnet Silk, Admiral Bailey, and Tiger.
Mr. Manohar Narayandas Manu Chandiramani for contribution to the business industry.
Established in 1981, Mr. Chandiramani's holiday village in Rose Hall has become a symbol of hospitality and community spirit in Montego Bay. Together with the assistance of his wife and business partner Nina, they built Casa Manolo Limited, one of the leading camera, electronics, jewelry enterprises in Western Jamaica.
Dr. Nagamalaraswaro Shandulu for service in the fields of medicine and community service through health fairs and camps.
Dr. Shandulu is a dedicated physician whose commitment to accessible healthcare has made a lasting impact across Jamaica. Known for offering highly affordable services, Dr. Shandulu also provides free medical care to the missionaries of the poor and missionaries of charity.
Mr. Carl Chang for contribution to business development, in particular the sporting goods industry, and for philanthropy.
Mr. Chang is the co-founder and managing director of Western Sports, Jamaica's leading distributor of sporting goods. Since establishing the company in Montego Bay in 1974 with his wife, he has expanded its presence to 4 locations across the country.
Mr. Warren Christopher Clark for service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Commissioner of Police Warren Clark leads the Strategic Operations Portfolio, the engine room of national policing in Jamaica. He is recognized for visionary leadership, unwavering integrity, and a steadfast commitment to the JCF and to the people of Jamaica. Throughout his career, he has shaped the strategic direction of policing, inspired colleagues, and strengthened communities.
Mrs. Tisha Debrica Clark Griffiths for public service and contribution to the trade union movement.
Tisha Clark Griffiths is the 17th president of the Jamaica Civil Service Association and the first woman to hold this position in its 104-year history. Prior to becoming president, Mrs. Clark Griffiths served as first vice president of the association for 5 years. She's a trained strategic planner with 27 years of experience in the public sector.
Mr. Jefferson Watson Davis, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to sport, representing Jamaica at the Special Olympic Games for over 2 decades, and to the Land Surveying and Geographic Information Services.
Jefferson Davis is a trailblazer in Jamaica's sporting history, having represented the nation with excellence on the international stage from 1975 to 1999. Over his 2-decade-long career, he amassed more than 20 medals, including 13 gold, 6 silver, and 5 bronze across Paralympic Games, Pan American Wheelchair Games, and the prestigious Stoke Mandeville International Games.
Mr. Norman Cornelius Davis, Justice of the Peace, for service in the fields of energy and mining.
Norman Davis is a senior executive and entrepreneur with over 43 years of experience in Jamaica's mining, energy, engineering, and power generation industries. He has held leadership roles in both the public and private sectors, including as chairman of Jamaica Bauxite Mining Limited and the Bauxite and Alumina Trading Corporation, and technical advisor to the electricity sector enterprise team.
Dr. Trevor Lascelles Anthony Dixon, for contribution to healthcare and education through the Jamaicans Abroad Helping Jamaicans at Home Foundation, the Jaja Foundation.
Dr. Dixon is a visionary leader, humanitarian and philanthropist whose unwavering commitment to healthcare, education and community welfare has transformed the lives of countless Jamaicans. He founded the Jamaica Handheld Ultrasound Project, providing portable ultrasound devices and training to public hospitals to improve diagnostic care.
Mr. Kevin Dwayne Downswell, for contribution to Jamaican music for gospel artist.
Kevin Downswell is a renowned gospel artist, ordained evangelist, and motivational speaker, celebrated for his unique sound and impactful ministry. He's released 4 studio albums and 2 live recordings and has...
Dr. Janet Angela Dyer, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to the development of technical and vocational education, particularly for the hospitality and tourism sector.
Dr. Dyer is the Director Principal of the Hart College of Hospitality Services, Cardiff Hotel and Spa, a dedicated educator and administrator with more than 30 years of service. She began her journey as a Hart trainee before rising through the ranks to leadership. She has also served as Director of the Career Advancement Program in the Ministry of Education.
Mr. Owen Franklin George, Count Owen Emmanuel, for contribution to the development of Jamaican popular music, ska, mento, and rocksteady.
Mr. Emmanuel was born in 1934 in St. Mary and moved to Kingston at the age of 2 following the passing of his mother. His love for music was sparked in Jonestown, where the rhythmic, digging songs of road workers left a lasting impression. He began performing as a one-man sound, providing both vocals and accompaniment with his signature finger-snapping, energizing dances that lasted for hours.
Mr. Ricardo Wayne Bibby Gardner, for contribution to sport, in particular football.
Ricardo Bibby Gardner began his professional career at the age of 14 with Harbourview Football Club in Jamaica's National Premier League. He rose to international prominence during Jamaica's qualification campaign for the 1998 FIFA World Cup. He assisted on Jamaica's first ever World Cup goal.
Mrs. Gloria Evadne Goff Smallwood, for service in the field of disability advocacy.
Despite losing her eyesight at the age of 7, Mrs. Gloria Evadne Goff-Smallwood continues to live the life of a true visionary. Her unlimited mind and sheer determination propelled her to the leadership of both the Combined Disabilities Association, the CDA, and the Disabled Peoples International North American and Caribbean region. The executive director of the CDA, Mrs. Goff-Smallwood, continues to advocate for the rights of persons with disabilities.
Dr. Gerald Mainlow Hamilton, for service in the field of engineering and philanthropy.
Gerald Hamilton has maintained excellence through leadership in the field of engineering, while simultaneously uplifting the people of his hometown, Savannah Lamar, through his philanthropy. He is the founder of DTR Foundation and an active member of the Jamaican diaspora.
Mr. Dennis Hawthorne, for services to the Jamaican diaspora, philanthropy, and community development.
A philanthropist and community builder, Mr. Hawthorne founded Dennis Shipping and Photography in 1988. Over time, the company expanded and concentrated on its shipping business, opening offices across the U.S. and the Caribbean. Through his philanthropy, he has supported the education dreams of many, providing scholarships, computers, and tablets over the years. Following Hurricane Beryl, Mr. Hawthorne shipped trailers stocked with well-needed supplies for many disaster-stricken areas.
Mrs. Sharon Hay Webster, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to international relations and the development of community leadership nationally.
Mrs. Hay Webster is a former member of the House of Representatives who served between 1997 and 2012. She describes herself as a courageous Jamaican by choice, having been born in the U.S. in 1961 and returned to the island as a baby. In 2002, she was appointed Jamaica's permanent representative to the African, Caribbean, Pacific,
Mr.
European
Ainsley
Union.
Adrian Henry, Justice of the Peace, for service in environmental management, forestry, conservation, and sustainable development.
Mr. Ainsley Henry has devoted over 2 decades to the evolution of Jamaica's forestry sector and environmental sustainability. He is the Chief Executive Officer and Conservator of Forests in the Forestry Department, where he has consistently demonstrated visionary leadership in natural resource management, resulting in Jamaica's national reforestation efforts exceeding 3 million trees planted.
Posthumous award. Mr. Martin Emerson Dwight Henry, for service of the fields of education, science and technology, journalism, religion, and public policy development. The insignia will be collected by his daughter, Miss Laurie Henry.
Martin Henry was an accomplished educator, researcher, public affairs analyst, administrator, newspaper columnist, and evangelist. His life reflected passion and commitment. He taught at 15 educational institutions island-wide, edited and published several scientific reports, and left an indelible mark on the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Dr. Michelle Deanne Holt, for service in the field of medicine.
Dr. Holt is an experienced and dedicated sports medical doctor who has tended to the body, mind, and spirit of athletes for almost 40 years. She is the current team physician for the junior and senior national male and female fields hockey teams to the Pan American Games.
Miss Jacqueline Elaine King, for over 36 years of dedicated service to community development.
Ms. King is the current constituency secretary for West Kingston. Over the years, she has served 2 former prime ministers and 1 minister of government who represented that constituency. She actively engages with residents, organizes events, and takes pride in ensuring transparency in decision-making and resource allocation.
Mr. Andrew Anthony Lewis, for service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He's unable to attend. Mrs. Shona Etana Mackenzie Morris for contribution to reggae music.
Etana is a Grammy-nominated artist who has made an indelible mark on the reggae music landscape, locally and internationally. She released her first album, The Strong One, in 2006. Etana creates music that reflects the truth of her Rastafarian beliefs, with hits such as The Wrong Address and Roots. Her fourth album, I Rise, and her fifth album, Reggae Forever, both topped the Billboard Top Reggae Album
Dr.
charts.
Maurice Sebastian Miles for service to dental care and other charitable causes in Jamaica.
Dr. Miles has been an agent of change through his philanthropy and professional contributions to dental care. A member of the Jamaican diaspora, he serves in the Washington metropolitan area. Dr. Miles has been especially supportive of the work of the Embassy of Jamaica in
Sandra
Washington.
Elizabeth Miller, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to the public service.
Ms. Miller has demonstrated unparalleled integrity, professionalism, and dedication to the public sector for over 40 years. She has been a loyal pillar of support to 5 ministers of government, serving across multiple administrations.
Mr. Errol Anthony Mort for 41 years of service to the field of fire and emergency service and for contributing to the continuous development of the Jamaica Fire Brigade.
A retired commissioner of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Mr. Errol Mort, has served with distinction since joining the brigade in 1995. He's a graduate of the Distinguished Fire Service College in the United Kingdom, where he successfully completed both the International Command and the Brigade Command courses.
Mr. Richard Kevin Powell for service in the field of finance.
Richard Powell has had a distinguished career in corporate leadership across the public and private sectors for more than 40 years. A qualified engineer, he held executive leadership positions for several companies, including the Victoria Mutual Building Society, Life of Jamaica, and Blue Cross Jamaica.
Mr. Rovman John Rust Powell for service in the field of sport, in particular cricket.
Rovman Powell is a talented cricketer who has represented Jamaica and the West Indies with pride. He specializes in the limited overs format and has made a name for himself with his leadership abilities. He led the Jamaica Tallowers to victory in the Caribbean Premier League in 2022.
Ms. Karina Sashika Powell Hood for service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Commissioner Sashika Powell Hood is the highest ranking woman in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. She has over 20 years of service and is the youngest woman to attain the rank of Deputy Commissioner. She has responsibility for the force development and logistics portfolio and oversees the planning, research and development services and technology branches.
Posthumous award. Miss Patricia Elaine Pat Reed for service to the public service. The insignia will be collected by her cousin, Mrs. Maxine Foreman.
Patricia Reed dedicated her life to service, guiding young women as chaperone through the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition and strengthening the work of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission. A poise and etiquette trainer, Ms. Reed touched countless lives and left a legacy of excellence as she helped shape Jamaica's cultural identity.
Dr. Charles Anthony Robertson for contribution in the field of medicine and philanthropy.
Dr. Robertson is a highly respected general practitioner who has dedicated more than 32 years to serving the Clarendon community. He is renowned for his commitment to medicine and his philanthropic efforts. Dr. Robertson regularly supports schools, churches, and organizations within the parish.
Mr. Bindley Anthony Sangster for contribution to the public service.
Bindley Sangster is a veteran public servant with over 30 years of experience in government and politics. He is currently a senior advisor to the Industrial Disputes Tribunal. He has served as a senior advisor to several ministers of government, including Mike Henry and Colonel Charles Jr.
Mrs. Anne-Marie Simpson Prendergast for contribution to corporate governance at the Urban Development Corporation.
Mrs. Simpson Prendergast serves as Group Corporate Secretary at the UDC. She joined the organization in 1988 and rose through the ranks from clerk typist to her present position. She has served with unwavering dedication and has skillfully bridged the communication gap between the board of directors and the CEO, providing critical guidance and support.
Award. Mr. Garnet Damon Garnet-Smith for contribution to the music industry. The insignia will be collected by his spouse, Miss Novlin Banton.
Garnet Silk was a celebrated reggae musician who was known for his emotive, powerful and smooth vocals and positive music that captivated audiences throughout the early 1990s. He gave us hits like Kingly Character, Oh Me Oh My, Place in Your Heart, and Zion in a Vision. His death in 1994 at the age of 28 stunned us all. He left behind a legacy of musical excellence and compassion.
Mrs. Norma June Spence Jarrett, Badge of Honor for long and faithful service, for service to Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Norma June Spence Jarrett is a highly respected administrator who has played a pivotal role in the development of Jamaica's national anti-doping program. She joined the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission in 2018 as executive director and has worked assiduously to strengthen the nation's global reputation in sport.
Dr. Lantoinette Steins for contribution to the arts, specifically dance and Anglo-Caribbean techniques in dance.
Lantoinette Steins is a visionary leader in the arts, renowned for her exceptional contributions to dance as a practitioner, educator, and choreographer. She is the founder and artistic director of La Cadco Dance Company, dedicating her career to advancing the art of dance.
Dr. Sylvanus Thompson for invaluable contribution to community development and service to the advancement of public health and early childhood education in Jamaica from the Jamaica Diaspora, Canada.
Dr. Thompson is an accomplished public health leader with over 40 years of experience in Jamaica, Canada, and international environmental health. He began as a public health inspector in Jamaica and became associate director at Toronto Public Health. He has led major initiatives in disaster relief, medical equipment donations, and established Jamaica's annual Food Safety Award.
Mr. Lennox Everton Wallace, Justice of the Peace, for service in the fields of healthcare and community development in the parish of St. James.
Lennox Wallace is a public health professional with over 30 years of service at the Ministry of Health. He started as a public health inspector in 1992 before moving up the ranks to become Chief Public Health Inspector for St. James and later Parish Manager in 2019.
Mr. Basil Larry Watson for contribution to industry and commerce and for philanthropy.
Mr. Watson is an experienced business leader with expertise in strategy, branding, logistics, and operations. As CEO of the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce and the former president, he led major projects like the private sector vaccine initiative and successful trade forums. His career includes executive roles at Separate Group and J. Ray and Nephew Limited.
Mrs. Phyllis Yvonne Webster for service in the fields of education, religion, and sport.
Mrs. Phyllis Yvonne Webster is the founding president of the Jamaica Independent Schools Association, JISA, established in 1977. She was instrumental in establishing independent school sports and the All-Island Preparatory School Sports Championship. Her career includes roles as principal, teacher, trainer, education officer, and tutor. She has also made significant contributions to the Anglican Church and various community initiatives. Mrs. Webster is renowned for advancing education standards and community development across Jamaica.
Mr. George Samuel Weil, for contribution to education and other charitable causes in Jamaica and the diaspora in the USA.
Mr. Weil is an established advocate for education and philanthropy, whose impactful contributions have benefited both Jamaica and its diaspora.
Honorary Award. Mr. Philip George Hoffer, for contribution to the development of the tourism industry.
Philip Hofer has been a driving force behind operational excellence and guest satisfaction in Jamaica's tourism sector for over 3 decades. A native of Austria, Mr. Hofer spent 25 of these years spent at Iberostar, where he played a critical role in the expansion of the hotel in Jamaica.
Honorary Award. Dr. Devon George John, for contribution in the field of medicine.
Dr. John was born in Brandon Hill, Clarendon, Jamaica, and emigrated to the United States at the age of 10. He is Chief of Transplant Surgery at Westchester Medical Center in New York and has built a distinguished career as a transplant surgeon while maintaining a strong commitment to the Jamaican community.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The Reggae Gold Awards celebrate outstanding contributions to Jamaica's music industry, honoring individuals and groups who have significantly advanced the development and global influence of reggae music. The Honorable Marcia Griffiths, a member of the Order of Jamaica, is one of our most celebrated vocalists and a true icon of reggae music. With a career spanning over 5 decades, she's internationally renowned for her soulful performances and timeless hits. Marcia Griffiths has been recognized with numerous awards for her outstanding contribution to Jamaican music and culture. May I invite you now to turn your attention to the screens and let's enjoy this exciting performance by Marcia Griffiths at the 2025 Reggae Gold Awards. Griffiths and her performance here today. And now we'll be continuing the ceremony of investiture. We now proceed to the presentation of the awards, the badges of honor. His Excellency, the Governor-General, acting in accordance with the provisions of the National Honors and Awards Act, has been pleased, on the advice of the Prime Minister, to award the Badge of Honor to the following persons with effect from the 6th day of August, 2025. The Badge of Honor for Gallantry. Mr. Adrian Ajani Ellis, for his heroic action in saving the life of a fellow student on the 30th of April 2025 in Portmore, St. Catherine.
On April 30 this year, this 13-year-old of Ascot High School in Portmore displayed remarkable bravery when a fellow student, Brianna, suffered severe head injury after a fall at a mall.
And now, the Badge of Honor for Meritorious Service. Mrs. Marva Dawn Allen Sims for contribution to public service.
Mrs. Allen Sims has over 37 years of dedicated service in the public sector. She has held a variety of leadership and specialist roles within the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, including that of Director of Human Resource Development and Senior Director of Human Resource Management and Development.
Mr. Neville George Ashman for service to the field of local government and contribution to community development.
Neville Ashman is a public servant whose 22-year tenure as Councillor for the Trafalgar Division in St. Andrew, Southeastern, is marked by unwavering dedication, transformative leadership, and compassionate advocacy. Driven by a desire to uplift lives, he champions improvements in housing, sanitation, education, and infrastructure.
Mrs. Eileen Banton Braham for service to Burnt Savannah Early Childhood Institute for over 55 years.
Eileen Banton Braham is a pioneering educator and founder of the Burnt Savannah Early Childhood Institution in St. Elizabeth. Inspired by her deep love for children and a passion for teaching, she established the school in 1969, beginning with just 6 students on her mother's veranda.
Pastor Wesley Kerwin Boynes for service in the fields of education, religion, and philanthropy.
Pastor Boynes was born in Trinidad and Tobago and has became a Jamaican citizen in 2012. He is the founding and senior elder of Philadelphia Life Center, established in 1997.
Mr. Andrew George Brown for contribution to the public service, particularly to the Office of the Prime Minister.
Andrew Brown has been employed within the government of Jamaica since 1995, serving as butler in the Office of the Prime Minister. Throughout his career, Mr. Brown has faithfully served several Prime Ministers, including Edward Seaga, P.J. Patterson, Portia Simpson Miller, and Bruce Golding.
Ms. Iceville Cherry Brown for service to local government and community development.
Ms. Brown has dedicated over 23 years of service as a councillor for the Grove Town Division in Manchester. A true champion of community development, she has worked tirelessly to support the homeless and spearhead local service initiatives. Ms. Brown works closely with churches and schools, earning admiration for her leadership and her compassion.
Mr. Christopher Peter Campbell for contribution to the Jamaican diaspora in Canada.
Christopher Campbell is the first black person to serve as president of the largest carpenters union in Canada. He took over the helm in 2024, capping more than 3 decades in the industry. Mr. Campbell is a proud representative of Jamaica in the diaspora and has elevated the identity and reputation of our community among Canadian leaders.
Bishop Robert Clark, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to religion and community development.
Bishop Clark has been a minister of religion for over 45 years and is still active. In 1982, he founded the Gibraltar New Testament United Holiness Church of Christ in St. Anne. He also has been serving as one of the senior directors of the Revival headquarters in Wattown, St. Anne since 1974.
Reverend Delroy Lee Coley, for contribution to public service and the Anglican Diocese.
Reverend Coley is an ordained priest in the Anglican Church. His journey reflects a life of dedication to both public sector and the service of God. He spent more than 3 decades serving in the public sector in the areas of corporate and strategic planning and performance monitoring.
Miss Evelyn Selena Days, for service in the fields of business and tourism hospitality.
Ms. Days has devoted more than 40 years to Jamaica's tourism and hospitality sector. She is the proud owner of Palm Bay Guest House and Restaurant in Bogue, St. James. What began as a single mother's determination to provide for her family grew into a thriving business that welcomes visitors from across the island. Beyond her entrepreneurial success, she gives back generously through her work with the Lions Club of St. James. Her legacy reflects excellence in business, community service, and a steadfast commitment to national development.
Mr. Dallas Maglory Dickinson, Justice of the Peace, for service to local government and community development.
Mr. Dickinson is councillor for the St. Anne's Bay Division in St. Anne. He has demonstrated unwavering commitment to enhancing the lives of his constituents. His leadership extends to serving as the Deputy Mayor of St. Anne's Bay.
Mr. Shane Garth Ellis, for contribution to sport, in particular horse racing.
Shane Ellis has etched his name in Jamaica's sporting history as one of the island's most celebrated jockeys. With more than 1,300 wins to his credit, including multiple classics such as the 1,000 and 2,000 Guineas, the Jamaica Derby, and the Super Stakes, he has thrilled
Mr.
racing
Nicholas
fans.
Kevin Ford, for contribution to national service and volunteerism in the fields of physiotherapy, public health, and sports.
Nicholas Ford is a retired national coordinator for physiotherapy in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, who served for 42 years. His tireless volunteerism has touched countless lives, promoting wellness, rehabilitation, and healthier lifestyles across communities.
Mrs. Sonia Hyacinth Fuller, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to 50 years to the book industry and community development.
Sonia Fuller is a distinguished businesswoman who has dedicated service in Jamaica's book-selling industry. She has provided essential textbooks and resources that have supported generations of students. A Justice of the Peace since 2010, she has served with distinction on several boards.
Mr. Hilbert Leonard Bertie Grant, for contribution to the growth of reggae music internationally.
Bertie Grant has made significant contributions to the growth of reggae music and is one of the unsung heroes of British reggae. After relocating to the UK in 1966, he became deeply involved in the country's reggae scene.
Mr. Horace Algernon Gray, for service in the field of law.
Horace Gray has dedicated over 40 years to the practice of law in the parish of St. Thomas, consistently upholding justice and advocating for the rights of individuals. His extensive legal expertise and unwavering commitment to his clients have earned him respect among his colleagues and trust from the wider community.
Mrs. Audrey Jacqueline Jones-Chong, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to the public service.
Mrs. Jones-Chong has given 33 years of continuous service to the people of Jamaica through her work in the Office of the Public Defender, formerly the Office of the Parliamentary Ombudsman, joining as a senior accountant in 1992.
Ms. Francesca Marie Leslie, for contribution to healthcare in the field of pharmacy.
Francesca Leslie has dedicated 39 years of service to the field of pharmacy. She currently serves as the chief pharmacist at the Huenden Supermed Pharmacy in St. Andrew, dispensing care and advice while filling prescriptions. And I have to say, she's my family pharmacist.
Mr. Glenville Leopold MacDonald for Community Development and Welfare in the Parish of Trelawney.
Glenville MacDonald has devoted his life to community development and welfare in the parish of Trelawney, emerging as a steadfast advocate, provider, and spiritual guide within the Wakefield community. His tireless efforts have positively impacted hundreds of Jamaicans.
Reverend Professor Mary Ann MacDonald Nichols, Justice of the Peace, for contribution to education and community service.
Reverend Nichols has devoted her life to education and community service, leaving an indelible mark through her leadership, voluntary work, and unwavering commitment to others. A retired educator, she draws on her rich experience as college president, senior education officer, and course writer to uplift and guide her community. She was Civil Servant of the Year for 2006 to 2007.
Ms. Jacinth Teresa Moore for contributions to the nursing profession and research in Jamaica.
Ms. Moore is a dedicated research nurse with over 25 years service in patient care at the University Hospital of the West Indies. She has coordinated resources across departments to support the care of HIV-infected children and adolescents while mentoring nurses.
Ms. Inez Beryl Olga Nita for contribution to the public service to be collected by her sister, Mrs. Lorna Nita Brown.
Inez Nita has served the Office of the Public Defender for 31 years. Joining in 1994 as an office attendant, she continually educated and upskilled herself, advancing through the ranks. She guided the office through its 2000 transition to the Office of the Parliamentary Ombudsman, serving as Records Officer and later Registrar before becoming Senior Secretary in the Investigations Department.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We do have a few more persons in this category, but we are breaking at this point. May I apologize for Rhoda Isabella, who is down on your program, to give a performance. Unfortunately, she's unwell, but we do have someone who's come along to assist us immediately, and that's Carrie Sales, a Jamaican gospel singer and a member of the Trenchtown Seventh-day Adventist Church. He grew up in the Arnott Gardens area of Trenchtown and was baptized at the age of 9. Carrie has had some close death experiences and praises the Lord for preserving his life. He saw men being killed and most of his friends turned to the gun, but because of the care of his mother, stepfather, and the protection of his heavenly Father, he was able to resist the forces of evil. Gifted with a tremendous vocal talent that lends itself to a wide range of expressions, Carey has enjoyed a diverse musical career. His music ministry has taken him to the Cayman Islands, Bermuda, the United States of America, Trinidad and Tobago, Canada, BVI, Antigua, and all over Jamaica. Despite this wide and varied exposure, Carey remains refreshingly genuine and unchanged. His dedication remains with the Lord, and he is here today to minister to this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, Minister Carey Sales, please make him welcome.
I am blessed and highly favored. Say I am blessed and highly favored, 'cause I was bought with a price. I got this sacrifice, 'cause I am blessed and highly favored. Say I am blessed and highly favored. Lord, I am blessed and highly favored, 'cause I was bought with a price. I got this sacrifice, 'cause I am blessed and highly favored. Listen, listen. I nobody can steal my joy or take my love away. I'm so blessed that God provides for me in every single way. I'm so blessed that God grant me mercy each and every day. So blessed. Sing, I am so blessed. Anybody blessed right now? Say, I am blessed and highly. If you're blessed right now, let me see you wave like this. Say, I am blessed and highly favored. Cause I was born with a prize, a godly sacrifice. Cause I am blessed and highly. Can you see the stretch your right hand like this? Stretch them, listen. When the Lord blesses you, nobody can curse you. When the Lord blesses you, nobody can curse you. Cause you can rest assured your needs He supply, and you can rest assured protection is always nigh. Cause when the Lord blesses you, nobody can curse you. Everybody say, we are blessed and highly favored. Yes, we are blessed and highly favored. And we were bought with a price, a godly sacrifice. Cause we are blessed and could you do me a favor right now? Could you turn to your neighbor? Say, neighbor, you are blessed and highly. Turn to another neighbor and tell him. Say you are blessed and highly favored. And you were bought with a price, a godly sacrifice. Cause you are blessed and highly favored. Yes, you are blessed and highly favored. You are blessed and highly favored. God bless everybody. God bless Jamaica and we love.
Thank you, Carrie Sales, for stepping in at the last moment and assisting us. And we extend our thanks to Rhoda Isabella, who should have been on the program, but is unwell at this time. And now keep your eyes to the screen, ladies and gentlemen, while we give you another taste of Jamaican music, Jamaican excellence.
Real hot in the 96 degrees is in the shade. Real hot.
It is hot, but not that hot right now. I think it was a little warmer yesterday. But we're going to treat you again to another Come Closer ambassador, Sandra Grant Griffiths. We're going to play another Third World selection for you, all right? It's really a wonderful morning. Let me congratulate all of you who are getting honor awards today. Yes, let's go with our music. A.J. Brown, backed by Third World. Class, excellence. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be resuming shortly. I just thought I'd put another bit of information in this gathering. I don't know how many of you know or knew that A.J. Brown spent some time in Las Vegas doing several shows a day. And of course, before that, he honed his skills right here in Jamaica and used to have an annual show where he would showcase his music. Just a little bit of information on A.J. Brown. He's now and has been with the Third World Band. Yes, I think you should clap him. That's quality. Time to say goodbye. in Italian and English by our very own. We're going to have Kerry Sales back in a minute or so to entertain you. He was very, very good, wasn't he? Coming in at the last moment like that. Those of us who are in the entertainment business, we know what it is like to be able to be there. Because, you know, we have a saying, the show must go on. And that is what Kerry is allowing us to do at this time. The show must go on. And Kerry, we are very grateful. We are thankful. And there you are. You look fabulous in your gold jacket as well, sending the signal that I am Jamaica with your black and your gold. Yes? Could you just power up Kerry's microphone for me? Or if you don't, I will have to sing.
Yes, you gotta give my wife all the praise for my suit. She convinced me to wear this, so I give her all the praise. All right, everybody, are you ready to give God some praise? That's all right. All right, we're going to clap around. That's fine. That's fine. Amen.
While we wait for Kerry's music to be loaded, you know, this wasn't planned. Talk to the person beside you. Ask them something. Tell them something about yourself. Ask them what they have done in their community while they're here with you. And those of you who are here supporting your family, talk to them. Talk to the people beside you. Look how minister going to talk to me now, right? Minister, the Honorable Babsy Grange.
If perhaps you're just joining us, this is the 2025 ceremony of investiture and presentation of national honors and awards, coming to you live from King's House in the beautiful capital city of Kingston in Jamaica.
Kerry, Minister is asking you to start something that the rest of the gathering here will sing along with you until them download your music.
All right.
All right.
Y'all put in there. Blessings and honor, glory and power be unto the ancients of day. From every nation, all of creation, bow before the ancients of day. Every tongue in heaven and earth shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne and worship you. Be exalted, O God, and your kingdom shall not pass away, O ancients of day. Everybody sing. Blessings and honor, glory and power be unto the ancients of day. And from every nation, all of creation, bow before the ancients of day. And every tongue in heaven and earth shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne and worship you. Be exalted, O God, and your kingdom shall not pass away, O ancients of day.
Thank you so much, Kerry. Put your hands together, everyone. Put your hands together for Kerry. Right, when we pick up, we are going to be completing this section, which is the Badge of Honor for Meritorious Service, and then moving directly into the Badge of Honor for Long and Faithful Service. But I ask you Once you get to the platform, move briskly. Please follow the instructions from the protocol officers that you've been given. I'm asking you to do that so that we can move smoothly. So we'll continue at this time with a badge of honor for meritorious service. Your Excellency, sir. Mrs. Vivienne May Nelson Campbell for contribution to the Jamaican diaspora in Canada.
Mrs. Campbell has shown unwavering dedication and passion for empowering others to achieve personal and professional growth. She has strengthened connections within the diaspora, fostering a sense of unity, pride, and opportunity. Mrs. Campbell's remarkable commitment to
Mr.
uplifting
Kingsley
others.
Palmer, Justice of the Peace for service to agriculture and community development.
Mr. Palmer
Remember,
has
you have
dedicated...
instructions from the protocol officers. Just bear them in mind when you get to the platform.
Mr. Palmer has dedicated his life to advancing agriculture and community development in Jamaica.
Mrs. Patricia Elaine Reed Waugh, Justice of the Peace for contribution to community development.
Mrs. Reed Waugh was the recipient of the 2024 Outstanding Senior Citizen Award from the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. She serves as the resident organist at St. Luke's Anglican Church.
Mr. Derek Claude Blackex Robinson is unable to attend for the preservation of the Jamaican history through the work of the Taki Heritage Foundation. Mr. Gareth Garfield Walker, unable to attend for service to the field of local government and contribution to community development. Mr. Michael Dennis Webb, for service to local government and community development.
A public servant for over 50 years, Michael Webb has contributed to the design and development of commercial spaces such as the Constant Spring Arcade and the Oxford Mall Arcade.
We're moving now to the Badge of Honor for Long and Faithful Service. Mr. Courtney Fitzgerald Anderson, for 39 years of service in the justice system.
Mr. Anderson's life in the public service began in October 1986 as an assistant clerk of courts before being elevated to his current position of deputy clerk of the courts.
Reverend Janella Mulvina Anderson, for 59 years of contribution to education and community service.
Reverend Anderson was principal of Golden Spring Primary, lecturer at the Jamaica Theological Seminary, and a teacher at Kilsyth Primary and Infant School and Spanish Town High School.
Miss Arlene Andrea Bowie, for 39 years of service in education.
Since 1986, Ms. Bowie has been molding young and curious minds of her science students at the Bridgeport High School, described by her peers as meticulous, purposeful, and dedicated.
Ms. Sandra Anne-Marie Brown, for 42 years of public service and contribution to trade unionism and community development.
Ms. Brown currently serves as operations manager at the St. Thomas Health Department. For over 42 years, she has demonstrated exemplary leadership, professionalism, and commitment to national development.
Mrs. Hyacinth Verona Brown Rankin, for 48 years of service in the field of nursing.
Mrs. Brown Rankin began her sojourn in the field of nursing in 1977 and spent all her working life at the Percy Junior Hospital. She has received numerous awards over the years, including Worker of the Year at Percy Junior Hospital.
Miss Beverly Annie Mae Campbell, for 36 years of public service.
Ms. Campbell began her service at the Office of the Parliamentary Ombudsman and the Ombudsman Public Utilities in 1984.
Mr. Kavanaugh Melvin Campbell, for 36 years of contribution to the Government News Service and Public Information.
Kavanaugh Campbell has served the Jamaica Information Service Montego Bay Regional Office as a driver, projectionist, and videographer, described as the face of the regional
Elsa
office.
Louise Capleton Atkinson, for 60 years of service in the field of pharmacy, Congratulations to Mrs. Capleton Atkinson on reaching the remarkable milestone of 100 years old.
Mrs. Atkinson's journey in pharmacy began at a time when few young women pursued that profession, and she excelled. For over 60 years, she made sterling contributions in the field, serving as chief pharmacist at Oxford Pharmacy, before moving on to become owner and pharmacist at the Silver Slipper Pharmacy. A tender moment there between the Governor General and Mrs.
Doreen
Atkinson.
Carter Wellington for 38 years of service in the field of nursing.
Mrs. Carter Wellington entered the field of nursing in 1977, trained as a critical care nurse, registered nurse, midwife, and nurse anesthetist.
Mrs. Vendelita Grant Kennedy, unable to attend, for 48 years of service to education, religion, and community service. Ms. Yvonne Tabitha Hamilton, for 36 years of public service and the civil service movement.
Siobhan Hamilton began her sojourn in the government service in 1989 as an assistant clerk in the then resident magistrates, now parish court. She also served the Ministry of Justice as an
Mrs.
administrator.
Valerie Yvonne Holness, JP, for 44 years of service in education and community service.
Valerie Holness is the founder and owner of Providence Kindergarten and Preparatory School in St. Thomas. The institution stands as a testament to her work within the education sector, having earned the distinction of being the leading educational institution for early childhood education in the
Mr.
parish.
Stalling Insang for 34 years of service to the development of the Manchester Parish Court.
Deputy Clerk of Court, Mr. Stalin Insang, has been serving the Manchester Parish Court with distinction since 1991. His knowledge of court procedures and reliability has established him as a cornerstone of that organization.
Ms. Isilma Erona O'Connor Johnson for 55 years of contribution to education and community service.
Mrs. Johnson has demonstrated unwavering commitment to the field of education for more than 5 decades. She's best known for fostering academic excellence through curriculum development and innovative teaching methods, which have profoundly impacted students, educators, and the broader community. Her exceptional dedication, leadership, and enduring influence have shaped the lives of many Jamaicans who have contributed significantly to nation building.
Mr. Paul Anthony Johnson for 38 years of public service.
Paul Johnson's expertise in bindery and printery have been finely honed over nearly 4 decades of service. His path to becoming a master binder began in 1987 at the Jamaica Information Service. He has played a pivotal role in producing hundreds of thousands of printed material for both government
Mr.
agencies and private
Donovan
sector.
Lewis for 30 years of contribution to the public service, particularly at the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Mr. Lewis is the Chief Records Administrator at the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. He has revolutionized archive records management in the office through proper maintenance, storage, and easy
Ms.
location of
Vijay
files.
Tersa McPherson for 34 years of service to the Government News and Public Information.
Another stalwart of the Jamaica Information Service, Vita McPherson, entered the public service in 1991 as a clerical officer in the Regional Services Department.
Mr. Paul Hugh Davidson Mott, unable to attend for 45 years of public service through the Social Development Commission. Mr. Donovan Guy Patterson for 36 years of service to the media industry.
Donovan Patterson is an audio specialist at the Jamaica Information Service who has helped to capture some of the most important events in the nation's history. He began his career at the JIS in 1989 as a sound technician.
Ms. Imogene Louise Reed for 55 years of service to the development of the arts and craft industry.
Ms. Reed has been shaping, nurturing, and elevating the arts and craft industry in Jamaica. Through her efforts, traditional Jamaican crafts such as tie-dye products, crochet, and beadwork have survived and flourished.
Mr. Robert Quintington Smith, for 34 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force as a district constable in Westmoreland.
District Constable Robert Smith was appointed to the Little London Police Station, Westmoreland Division, in September 1990.
Mrs. Jean Cleolane Smith Braham, for 38 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force as a district constable in St. Elizabeth.
District Constable Jean Cleolane Smith was appointed to the St. Elizabeth Division on October 16, 1986. She has served the division for 38 years and 4 months with distinction.
Mrs. Lilla Sterling, for 35 years of service in the field of child protection. The medal will be collected by her foster daughter, Miss Danielle Grant.
Lilla Sterling has distinguished herself as a foster parent who provides love, stability, and guidance to children in need of care and protection. She and her late husband opened their home and hearts to numerous children, working closely with the Child Protection and Family Services Agency to provide emotional, physical, and educational support.
Mrs. Velma Rose Taylor Laidlaw, for 34 years of service in the field of public health.
Mrs. Taylor Laidlaw has served the Manchester Health Department for over 4 decades, starting in 1982 as medical records clerk. In 2008, she was promoted to the position of community health aide, where she served with distinction.
Mr. Roland Anthony Thompson, for 36 years of service to the National Environmental and Planning Agency, NEPA.
Roland Thompson began his distinguished career at NEPA in 1989, joining the Town Planning Department as a draftsman. Over the years, he steadily advanced through the ranks.
Mrs. Velma Rose Taylor Laidlaw, I just did that one right. Mr. Roland Anthony Thompson, for 36 years of service in the National Environmental Planning and Agency. If they've done that, Mr. Reginald George Thorpe, Senior, JP, for 37 years of service in the field of health and safety in the bauxite industry.
Reginald Thorpe's remarkable journey in the bauxite industry began in 1984 as a haul truck operator with the Discovery Bauxite Partners in St. Anne. Over the years, he served as locomotive operator, safety officer, and railroad supervisor.
Mrs. Y. Omen Wallen Burton, for 44 years of service in the education and agriculture sectors.
Y. Omen Wallen Burton, her journey as an educator began in 1981 at the Rosemount All-Age School. Just 2 years later, she joined Seaforth High School, where she has served with distinction ever since.
Mr. Gilbert Solomon Williams, for 34 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force as a district constable in St. Anne.
District Constable Gilbert Williams was appointed to the St. Anne's Bay Police Station, St. Anne Division, on March 26, 1990. He has served for over 34 years.
Mrs. Lynette Louise Wright, for 57 years of education, Savlamar High School and Prep School in Westmoreland. The medal will be collected by her daughter, Dr. Patrice Wright.
Mrs. Lynette Wright stands as a true nation builder, having shaped the lives of thousands of distinguished Jamaicans through her commitment to education. She embraced the pioneering role of founding principal of the Savannah Lamar High and Preparatory School.
And now an honorary award, Mrs. Chandrani Badika Silva, for 42 years of service to the Permanent Mission and Embassy of Jamaica in Geneva, Switzerland, and contribution in the field of diplomacy.
Mrs. Silva has been employed to the Permanent Mission of Jamaica to the United Nations and other organizations of Geneva, Switzerland since October 1982.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The Reggae Gold Awards not only pays tribute to excellence in the field of music, but also showcases the enduring cultural power of reggae as a symbol of Jamaican identity. The Reggae Gold Awards also feature the special performance by Naj, a dynamic trio of talented female vocalists, Nikki Burt, Adina Mari, and Janelle Mills. Their harmonious blend and captivating stage presence embody the spirit and excellence of Jamaica's rich musical tradition. These three songbirds, who are currently on tour with Buju Banton and Romain Virgo, gave this soul-stirring performance of the I3's He's a Legend at the Reggae Gold Awards. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your eyes to the screen and look at this performance by Naj.
What a blessing we have received, to have been so privileged to share such wonderful moments, such a man. Oh, what a man, a unique style. So much that can shine. Strength like a raging lion. Oh, he's destined to Zion. His message to the universe oftentimes goes announced. Hey, he's a legend. He's a legend. Oh, I know, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a legend. My brother man, he's a legend. He's a legend. Strength and perseverance, love and wisdom too. He said, oh Lord, I got to keep on moving. Ooh-wee, ooh-ah. We can remember when he didn't feel like hitting the road again. Then came a feeling of confidence in this brother's virtue. Hear him say, for the blessings, grateful are we. Prophecy fulfilled, sealed in history, young and old. Story been told, young and old. Story been told. He's a legend. Ooh, hallelujah. He's a legend. Ooh, he's a legend. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I know. He's a legend. He's a legend. Young and old, I still remember. He's a legend. I know, yes I know. He's a legend. My brother man, he's a legend. He's a legend. He's a legend.
True Jamaican artistry by Nash. And now we continue with the presentation of awards. We are allowing now time for the markers to take their place, and then I will alert Your Excellency for your moment.
In this section of the ceremony, we recognize the contribution of members of the uniformed groups. There will be 2 medals of honor for gallantry and 84 medals for meritorious service.
His Excellency, the Governor General, acting in accordance with the provisions of the relevant regulations made under Section 7 of the National Honours and Awards Act, has been pleased to award the Medal of Honour with effect from the 23rd day of May, 2025, to the following members of the uniformed services. The Medal of Honour for Gallantry. Constables Ramon Faith Henry and Constable Tyrone Antonio Stevenson responded to an armed robbery on Church Street, St. James on the 18th of March 2025. Upon arrival, they encountered 2 armed men, one carrying a handgun and the other a rifle, fleeing the scene. The suspects opened fire at the officers, who took evasive action and returned fire in defense of their lives and the safety of the public. During the confrontation, Constable Henry sustained gunshot wounds to both legs, and Constable Stevenson received a gunshot in the left shoulder. By foiling this robbery, the officers prevented potential harm to civilians and protected property, contributing significantly to the safety and security of the community. Despite their injuries, both Constable Henry and Stevenson continued to engage the armed suspects, demonstrating exceptional bravery, presence of mind, and willingness to confront armed assailants in violent situations. This exemplifies the highest standards of policing, public service, commitment, and extraordinary courage. Constable Ramon Faith Henry and Constable Tyrone Antonio Stevenson.
The embodiment of courage and determination under fire, continuing to hold their position, serving and protecting. Real modern day heroes.
Remember, there are 2 of them, Constable Ramon Faith Henry and Constable Tyrone Antonio Stevenson.
Constables Henry and Stevenson both exemplify the highest standards of policing, public service commitment, and extraordinary
courage. The Medal
courage.
of Honor for Meritorious Service. The Jamaica Defense Force. Major Denver Markle Ennis.
Major Denver Markle Ennis, receiving a Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service, 14 years in the Jamaica Defense Force.
Lieutenant Orlando Anthony Gordon.
Lieutenant Orlando Gordon has served the Jamaica Defense Force for 6 years.
Staff Sergeant Damian Neil Facey. Staff Sergeant Facey was unable to attend this morning. Corporal Gavin Cagel Williams.
Corporal Gavin Williams has served the Jamaica Defence Force for 17 years.
Local Lance Corporal Javane Sanjay Rose.
Lance Corporal Javane Rose has served the JDF for 5 years.
Lance Corporal Jamar Romario Morrison.
Lance Corporal Jamar Morrison has served the Jamaica Defence Force for 6 years.
Lance Corporal, now Corporal, Dwayne Richardo Woodhouse.
Corporal Derwayne Woodhouse, another member of the Jamaica Defence Force, having served for 6 years.
Private Devar Anthony Brown.
Private Devar Brown, a serving member of the Jamaica Defence Force for 6 years.
And now the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Assistant Commissioner of Police Howard Wayne Chambers.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Howard Chambers, serving the JCF for 19 years.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Jacqueline Georgiana Coombs.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Jacqueline Coombs, 23 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Senior Superintendent of Police Derek Hugh Oliver Champagny.
Senior Superintendent Derek Champagny, 37 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Senior Superintendent of Police Catherine May Lord.
Senior Superintendent Catherine Lord, 23 years of service.
Senior Superintendent of Police Sean Marie Montague.
SSP Montague, 29 years of service.
Senior Superintendent of Police Winchester Washington Watson.
Senior Superintendent Winchester Watson, 31 years of service to the JCF.
Superintendent of Police Victor Everton Barrett.
Superintendent of Police Victor Barrett, 36 years of service to the JCF.
Retired Superintendent of Police Winston Pabletto Milton.
Superintendent Milton, retired, 40 years of service to the JCF.
Superintendent of Police Philip Alfonso Morris.
Superintendent of Police Philip Morris, 38 years of service to the JCF.
Superintendent of Police Lawrence Alonzo Ogilvy.
Superintendent of Police Lawrence Ogilvy, 34 years of service to the JCF.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Carl Andrew Brown.
Yes.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Vanessa Aretha Clark.
Deputy Superintendent Vanessa Clark, a 31-year veteran of the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police, now Superintendent, Shernette Karen Crossman Bunda.
Superintendent Shernette Crossman Bunda, 33 years of service to the police force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Noel Augustus Daly.
DSP Noel Daly. Receiving a badge of honor for meritorious service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Lujas Orlando Daniels. DSP Daniels is unable to attend this morning. Deputy Superintendent of Police Ron Anthony Fletcher.
Deputy Superintendent Rowan Fletcher, a 35-year veteran of the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Joseph Orville Foster.
DSP Joseph Foster, 34 years of service to the JCF.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Webster Delana Francis, who is unable to be here this morning. Deputy Superintendent of Police Earl Winton Grant.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Earl Grant, receiving recognition for 35 years of service.
Deputy Superintendent of Police, now Superintendent Mark O'Neill Harris.
DSP Mark Harris, 33 years of service.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Bruce Lenworth St. George Higgins.
DSP Bruce Higgins, another veteran of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, receiving recognition for 38 years of service.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Karen June Salmon.
DSP Karen Salmon, 37 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Derek Evan Thompson.
DSP Derek Thompson, also receiving recognition, a Medal of Honor for meritorious service to the JCF.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Hemford Garfield Wade.
DSP Hemford Wade, 37 years of service to the JCF.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Fiona Lalise Watson.
DSP Fiona Lalise Watson, 35 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Formed in 2017, Top Brass is a dynamic Jamaican quartet that blends classical sophistication with contemporary flair. Led by O'Shane Love on tenor sax, with Deshaun Fender, alto sax, Randy Fletcher, trombone, and Akil McIntyre on trumpet, the group has graced major stages such as Reggae Sumfest and Rebel Salute. They have performed alongside icons like Beres Hammond, Stephen Marley, and Buju Banton, captivating audiences with their exceptional musicianship and dynamic stage presence. Under the mentorship of the legendary Dean Fraser, Top Brass continues to showcase musical excellence and elevate Jamaica's rich cultural sound. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Top brass, we appreciate you. Thank you. We will now continue with the presentation of medals to members of the uniformed services. Department of Correctional Services. Assistant Superintendent Suti Alexander Dixon.
Assistant Superintendent Suti Dixon, receiving a Medal of Honor for meritorious service for 39 years in the Department of Correctional Services.
Overseer Gary Floyd Anderson. Overseer Gary Anthony Campbell.
Overseer Gary Campbell, receiving his Medal of Honor for meritorious service for 37 years.
Overseer Owen George Huntley.
Overseer Owen Huntley, 35 years of service to the Department of Correctional Service.
Overseer Denton Richard Murray.
Overseer Denton Murray, a 39-year veteran of the Department of Correctional Service.
Overseer Clive Roy Sangster.
Overseer Clive Sangster, 35 years of service to the Department of Correctional Service.
Overseer Norma Marita Sappleton Dawkins.
Overseer Norma Sappleton Dawkins receives her Medal of Honor to loud applause from family and friends who have come to support her. She has served for 30 years.
Overseer Melrose Wilder Simmons.
Overseer Melrose Simmons, another 30-year veteran of the Department of Correctional Service.
Overseer Debbie Patricia Thomas Ashby.
Overseer Debbie Thomas Ashbury, 30 years of service.
Staff Officer, now Overseer, Princess Brown Archer.
Overseer Princess Brown Archer, 30 years of service.
Staff Officer Howard Alfonso Gordon.
Staff Officer Howard Gordon, receiving a Medal of Honor for 35 years of service.
Staff Officer Leslie Jordan.
Staff Officer Leslie Jordan, also 35 years of service.
Staff Officer Gladstone Everton Mattox.
Staff Officer Gladstone Mattox, 35 years of service in the Department of Correctional Service.
Staff Officer Melissa Ann Miller. Staff Officer Miller is unable to attend this morning. Staff Officer Donovan Chesterfield Richards.
A 38-year veteran in the Department of Correctional Service, Staff Officer Donovan Chesterfield Richards.
Staff Officer Charmin Donna Shirley.
Staff Officer Charmin Shirley, 29 years of service to the Department of Correctional Service.
Staff Officer Judith Judan Smith.
Staff Officer Judith Smith, 27 years of service.
Staff Officer Joan Anne Marie Wint. Staff Officer Maurice Anthony White.
Staff Officer Maurice White, a 37-year veteran of the Department of Correctional Service.
Corporal Marlon Earl Blake. Corporal Blake is unable to be with us this morning. Corporal Patrick Dion Kane.
Corporal Patrick Kane, 35 years of service to the Department of Correctional Service.
Corporal Wayne Anthony Da Costa.
Corporal Wayne Da Costa, 32 years of service.
Corporal Leonard Nicholas.
Corporal Nicholas, a 35-year veteran in the Department of Correctional Service.
Corporal Avis Evadne Walker.
"25 years of service under Corporal Walker's belt.
Wardress Janelle Jackson.
Wardress Janelle Jackson, 7 years of service.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Now, we have one sector left, that's the Jamaica Fire Brigade, but things are hot in the place, so Kevin Downswell is going to be performing for us at this time. He also was acknowledged earlier on. Kevin, we thank you so much. Could you welcome Mr. Kevin Downswell?
Popular gospel artist Kevin Downswell.
Bless me. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Sipping on cold coffee, graveyard shift. Change your rattling empty, bills begin to drift. If you feel my tremble, it's not fair, it's faith. My grip won't break till you bless me. Calling on the rock of ages, be my hiding place. This weight I'm carrying seems to want to buckle my knees. I need your strength just to make it through the day. Come and bless me. I want to see all the hands up like this on me. Wait for me like this. Say, I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. Hey. I won't let you go till you bless me. Until you bless me. There's somebody crying out like this. I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. Until you bless me. Clocking out weary, someone touch the sky. Sometimes the wine get lost behind these tired eyes. But I won't trade this journey, won't let go of the prize. Will you bless me? Come and bless me. Take that easy road, I choose your narrow way. I know I made it. If you come stand by me, something tells me that you hear me. Come and bless me. Your time, your time, your time, your time. 1, 2, 3, say, I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. Hey. I won't let you go till you bless me. Until you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. Till you change my name, till you break these chains, till you take the shame, till I walk different. I want to hear you sing for me. 1, 2, 3, say, I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go till you bless me. I want to see everybody stretch out to the King from the right here. 1, 2, 3, say, I won't let you go till you bless me. I won't let you go. I won't let you go till you bless me.
Thank you, Mr. Downswell. Thank you so very much. And congrats. And now, the men and women of the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Our markers will take their place, and then this last batch will return for their acknowledgements by way of their awards. This last batch will complete the presentation of medals to members of the uniformed services. And now, the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Assistant Superintendent, now Superintendent Patrick Paul R. Scott.
Superintendent Patrick R. Scott, 24 years of service.
Assistant Superintendent Orrin Emerson Brown.
Assistant Superintendent Orrin Brown, 27 years of service.
Assistant Superintendent Colin Courtney Bryan.
Assistant Superintendent Colin Bryan, 23 years of service to the Jamaica Fire Brigade.
Assistant Superintendent Cheval Hugh Minto.
Assistant Superintendent Cheval Minto, 27 years of service.
Assistant Superintendent Dilton Matthew Pike.
Another 27-year veteran of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Assistant Superintendent Dilton Pike.
Assistant Superintendent Kevin Anthony Samuels.
Assistant Superintendent Samuels, receiving his recognition for 28 years of service.
Assistant Superintendent J. Livingston Scott.
Assistant Superintendent J. Scott, 22 years of service to the Jamaica Fire Brigade.
Assistant Superintendent Prince Andrew Thorborn.
Assistant Superintendent Prince Thorborn, 27 years of service.
District Officer Myrna Nicole Adlam.
District Officer Myrna Adlam, a 30-year veteran of the Jamaica Fire Brigade.
District Officer Kirkland Eric Blair.
District Officer Kirkland Blair, 28 years of service.
District Officer Ian O'Neill Collins.
District Officer Ian Collins, 27 years of service.
District Officer Rayon Ricardo Davis. District Officer Davis is unable to attend. District Officer Britannia Natalie Gale.
District Officer Britannia Gale, 26 years of service to the Jamaica Fire Brigade.
District Officer Tino Esmond Lynch.
District Officer Tino Lynch, 30 years of service.
District Officer Kirk Michael McBean.
District Officer Kirk McBean, 28 years of service.
District Officer Ian Fitzroy McConnell.
District Officer Ian McConnell, 23 years of service.
District Officer Bruce Anthony MacDonald.
A 30-year veteran of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, District Officer Bruce Anthony MacDonald.
District Officer Derval Alanda Mackenzie.
District Officer Derval Mackenzie, 22 years of service.
District Officer Rayon Douglas Plummer.
District Officer Rayon Plummer, 23 years of service.
District Officer Angela Marlene Russell.
District Officer Angela Russell, 27 years of service.
District Officer Christopher Valiant Smith.
District Officer Christopher Smith, 26 years of service to the Jamaica Fire Brigade.
District Officer Joseph Anthony Thomas.
"23 years of service from District Officer Joseph Thomas.
District Officer Charmaine Denise Ware.
District Officer Charmaine Weir, 20 years of service.
District Officer Garth Maurice Wright.
"29 years of service
District
for Garth
Officer
Wright."
Kalila Tamisha Wright Gray.
20 years of service for District Officer Kalila Wright Gray.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And to our company here, this concludes the presentation of the 2025 National Honors and Awards Ceremony of Investiture. We are preparing now for the playing of the national anthem. The Jamaica Youth Chorale will be presenting the anthem. Of course, you're expected to stand. And let me just allow you a few notices at this time. Please remain standing for the departures of Their Excellencies, the Governor General and the Most Honorable Lady Allen. The Prime Minister and the Most Honorable Mrs. Holness are going to be escorted to greet the recipients. We're asking guests to remain in their seats so the Prime Minister can greet the recipients in an orderly fashion. Also, please refrain from impeding the movement in the ceremonial area. And just reminding you, notice here, Lorna Brown, please meet Hyacinth Henry at the JIS tent, and an elderly lady lost her glasses. If you've received the glass, or if you found them, please take them, or you found them, please take the glasses to the sound booth at the back. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, could you stand for the playing of the national anthem? Remain standing for the departures of Their Excellencies the Governor General and the Most Honorable Lady Allen.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the end of the 2025 Ceremony of Investiture and presentation of National Honors and Awards. on this Heroes Day, Monday, October 20, 2025. 228 individuals, 143 civilians received different honors. We had 3 persons receiving the Order of Jamaica and 85 members of the uniformed groups receiving honors this morning, medals of honor for gallantry and medals of honor for meritorious service. It really has been a wonderful morning, bright and beautiful and breezy here on the lawns of King's House. Happy to be here with you once again, anchoring the team, the very hard-working production team of the Jamaica Information Service, who have been bringing you all the sights and sounds of this very important event, important because of what it represents to our nation, to our people. We thank you so much for joining us, those who tuned in on local television, those who joined us across various digital platforms. Thank you so much. I have to big up and thank the production team at the JIS. The broadcast began at Heroes Park this morning with a salute to the heroes, the laying of wreaths for our national heroes, and then concluded with a presentation of these honors and awards. Thank you so very much. My name is Stacey Ann Smith. It has indeed been a great pleasure to be your anchor this morning. Walk good and have a wonderful rest of your Heroes Day.